A huge welcome to everybody. This is our game of the week. Tremendous buzz in the stadium. You can feel the energy building. Fan base is looking forward to this one, and we're right there with them. We've been tracking this matchup for weeks, thinking about a possible top 5 collision. Both teams have done their part, and now here we are. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Bulldogs will kick this deep to start us off. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the wideout goes in motion. They begin with a quick throw to the left. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
On a wide receiver screen with a corner that tight, you've got to do a good job of blocking him or screening him. Nobody there, and a quick reaction by the corner allows him to make a nice play.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The pass is intercepted. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. You're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
They'll hand it off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Short throw to the sideline, forced out after just a short gain.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Using his legs on the scramble. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down. And the Bulldogs will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Here's the second down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. He makes the grab. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That's why he's a dangerous scrambler. The quarterback says, I'm just going to end this scoring drive right here. I'll do it myself.
Yeah, and everybody's covered downfield. The defense has done a pretty good job of containing the offense. The problem is this guy's creativity. I don't know, maybe put a spy, a linebacker on him to try to mirror him when he takes off to scramble.
This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Short connection to the tight end here. And he'll get their first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. Sixth play of the drive coming up. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The offense is out there to go for it on 4th down and 14. Quarterback drops back. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. Catch made inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Chris, it's a great example of the awareness for both sides of the ball. The offense knowing where the first down marker is on 4th and long, and they're able to get to it. But the defense also has to know. They got to prevent the receiver from getting to the marker. They're unable to do it here.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And they tack on the extra point. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. Powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Handoff to the right side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Dogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And they'll finally go down, but it's a first down and much more. Great gain on the play.
Gain of 23 on the play. That's a first down for the offense.
A new set of downs after that completion. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Throws the stiff arm. Now he's into the open field. And he's brought down, but that strong stiff arm earned him the first down.
Man, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Georgia has moved into the red zone. In the red area, it's DeMarco. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
1st and goal, handoff. Going to be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's DeMarco. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
Georgia, number 99, with the grab and the score.
Extra point try coming now. PAT makes it a 7-point lead.
That makes the score Georgia 14, Missouri 7.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Finds room at the 30. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Past the 20, crosses the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Oh, my, what a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point was up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Fine time, moving to his left, using his legs here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? On the run, it's DeMarco. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. When you think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
First down and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Second down after that previous play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray and more recently Jake Fromm and, of course, Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Brought down after a solid run by the senior. The Dogs will come to the line to run the hurry up. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. The tight end has got it. Runs through the defender. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second manageable here for this offense.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. The Dogs trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. 2nd down and goal upcoming. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Let's see what they can do here. 3rd down and goal from the 1. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half.
Timeout, Missouri.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. We're going to throw on 3rd and goal. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. Right down the middle. And with that, they retake the lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. The last possession was a 1-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lane. And the ball is picked off. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28. The offense will begin now with excellent field position. On 1st down, it's play action. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Caught quickly. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
And this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice game.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Off the RPO, caught to the right. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on 3rd down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the 1st down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
They'll pass from the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on 4th down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Extending the play now. Offense getting set. It's second down. We'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26. Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
There's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Trying to create outside the pocket now.
He's now second down.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's a great job by this defense at getting pressure with only 3 pass rushers. It leaves 8 back in coverage. It makes it very difficult to find an open man. But, boy, you'll play that defense all day if you can get that kind of pressure with just 3 guys.
And it's good. And we're all tied up now. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
And I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they passed on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on 4th down. Let's see how they play this one. Play action here on 1st down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
Well, this is a great job by the offense here of spreading out the defense, creating those vertical seams. But you could almost feel the quarterback once he got this defense spread out. He had his eyes on one guy, his receiver, the receiver that can fly. Nice throw and another big gain.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Running out of time in the pocket.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. The shotgun running play call. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground. The Bulldogs will crank up the tempo. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Fired into a tight window and picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Looking for a deep completion. Oh, that one's picked off. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Georgia offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he lofts it deep over the middle. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Georgia. And they will claim the second half lead.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups, you take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
It's a quick grab. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. New set it down to the offense, 1st and 10. And he's got his man open downfield. An explosive play moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38. Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pass rush closing in. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
And the tailback's got it again. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he stopped just short, down to the 2, but an excellent run. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. It's second down and goal now for this offense. And they're trying to punch it in here. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air, and they keep it going here. The pocket breaking down, and they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important, but sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Catch made over the middle. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. And the Bulldogs looking to run some tempo here.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Receiver in motion now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
That sack makes it second down and forever. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch made on the right side. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain moves the ball to the 32.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And here's the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Now it's third and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw testing the middle. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Trying to extend the play. Gets rid of it on the move. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
And they'll take over first and 10.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Look at him run through those tacklers. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. And they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Georgia 31, Missouri 24.
That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Heading left after the handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
A loss of 5 yards on the play. Brings up third down.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
6 of 6. Brings up second down.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Escapes the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. And there's the handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Oh, look out, the football is free. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid game there.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. In as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on fourth down. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Chris, what a call by this offensive coordinator. Fourth down, they elect to go for it, and they get the first down. Now you can continue to work that clock.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's escaping the pocket now. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense, short of the first down marker.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short game.
Now it's second down here. And the quarterback dropping back. Trying to create here on the move. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Not much on the return, but they snuffed out the drive with the takeaway.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Fox. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
A lot of times, college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
First and 10 play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. In the clear at the 25. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Fourth down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pass caught. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Down by 7. They've got to convert here for a chance to tie this game.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
Missouri getting set for their 1st and 10 coming up. And he drops back in the gun. There's a shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. And that's now going to bring up 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after running for the 1st down to keep his scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Defense is coming after him. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. And the offense will spend a timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock. That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He pulls it in for a big gain. And he'll go down after a solid gain, more than enough for a 1st down. The offense spends a timeout here. There are 16 seconds remaining. Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the 4th quarter. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Missouri.
Ready,
2nd and goal for the offense. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, just a great job by this offense. Now, I think it's a little bit too late here. They're not going to be able to have a chance to come back, but I think it says a lot about the character of this football team that they're fighting to the very end.
And the coach says, forget OT. We're going for 2 to take the lead right here.
Get set, get set.
From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's caught. The gutsy call pays off for 2 points, and they take the lead here late. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Offense needs points quickly here, trying trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. First down, looking to throw the football. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he steps out of bounds after the interception.